What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Charles Hoskinson offers Elon Musk free DID integration on X, but will Elon accept this offer? Charles says, Elon, we need DIDs integrated into X. It solves all of these problems. Again, I'll do it for free. How did we get here? This is in response to Ben Gortzel. Ben, just for reference, is a computer scientist, AI researcher, so highly intelligent from the looks of it, and CEO of Singularity Net. But again, there's always going to be some hacks, and that takes us here. Ben says, note to all who follow my Twitter account, he's deeply sorry that his personal account was compromised. He's regained control. During that time, there were unauthorized posts, fake crypto tokens, scam websites, probably phishing galore, you name it, the whole 9 yards. Discovering the hack, he immediately took action, asking Singularity Net to post daily notices, warnings, and moving forward, he was cooperating with Twitter, relevant authorities to investigate the incident, and wishes to prevent such occurrences in the future, urging anyone affected by the scams to report to the relevant authorities. Well, the damage is done, right? This is my own personal Twitter account, he says, to wrap up, that I set up in 2009, and not managed by Singularity Net or True AGI or any other company. However, observing the heightened attention to be bringing from hackers and scammers going forward, I will be leveraging assistance from Singularity Net's IT team on security matters regarding my personal social media accounts. The TLDR, guys, is that we're having, all sorts of people have their Twitter account compromised, and they're looking for ways to, of course, prevent this from happening in the future. They don't want it to happen. They want to prevent it. So there's a clear desirability for a solution here with these issues. And I was in a space a couple months ago, big name on X. His account got suspended. He didn't know how to contact Twitter. There's no real people, can't create a support ticket. He contemplated just flying out just to actually get his account back. So it is what it is. To wrap up, Ben says, once again, I apologize for any distress and appreciate your understanding. Moving forward, redoubled care. I mean, I've worked for projects that don't even have 2FA and they just copy paste their password. There's some really bad guys. Like it's pretty bad when it comes to security and good measures. So in comes Cardano. In comes Charles. Charles says quite a few things actually. There's quite a few replies on here. We'll first start with this one. I'm referring to DIDs. So if you're referring to DIDs right here, as short for decentralized identity, it's not, and it's on some blockchain. It's not decentralized and should not be integrated into X, says Timothy. That's just embedding one platform into another. What X truly needs is decentralized identity, not blockchain. But Charles says, I'm referring to the W3C standard, and we have a blockchain agnostic hyperledger project to issue and manage DIDs and on creds and other parts of the identity stack. X has to have an enhanced identity solution because of this desire to become an MSB. I'm happy to integrate this into their stack so they can use it to enhance security, improve access control, remove bots, and have a better compliance system. The core idea is getting the framework embedded and then having the X team manage the infrastructure themselves. It's in Scala like their software. It's an easy lift and I'll do it for free. I'm not here to shill a blockchain. I want X to be better since it's essential public infrastructure. Wow. Guys, that makes me so bullish on a founder like this. I want X to be better because it's essentially public infrastructure, right? Everyone goes to Twitter as much as they meme it. And plus, he's not here to shill and just put in Cardano into it. He's like, look, let me take different pieces and actually improve this for the betterment of people, of the software. And I think that shows good intentions. Continuing the conversation, Timothy says, my team helped launch the W3 spec, invent DIDs, and literally wrote Anon Creds, Hyperledger, so on and so forth, so I get it. Glad you're not shilling a particular blockchain. But by blockchain agnostic, do you mean it still depends on some blockchain? Charles says, Tim, I recall talking to Manu and Chris extensively throughout the years on the DID standard, and I've been a member of DIF in the W3C for just as long. No, as you're aware, DID frameworks do not require blockchains. That's a different part of the stack and shouldn't influence design. Okay, that's very refreshing because that actually opens the door with Timothy, because it looks like Timothy has his guard up of bro, don't shove it in blockchain here. But this is nice. This post was deleted, and then here looks like, Tim, the inventor of DIDs. Charles responds saying, "You're coming in real hot for no reason, Tim. DIDs would solve Elon's problems with respect to X. I'm willing to do the integration work for free because I want X to evolve as a platform." It's a pretty simple conversation, and I don't know exactly what he posted that got deleted. Maybe he was salty, maybe he was angry. I think that if he deleted, we can reasonably say that he maybe changed his mind, kind of like Larry Fink. He's like, you know what? Maybe that makes sense. I do like that Charles is leading with like, what's the solution, and not just me plastering my projects on there. And yeah, this is nice. And you also see decorum, from Charles, because even if this was theoretically like a troll post that got deleted, it's a very reasonable, fair, civil response. There's just a final couple things here. This is the final one. Timothy said, "Sorry to come in hot, but I disagree strongly with DIDs for X, or for digital identity in general. I also want X to evolve, but DIDs are dead-end tech. They're namespaces, never intended to have 190 of them, an interoperable nightmare, and they're not decentralized despite the name." Charles finally says, "I'm more than happy to set up an industry-wide working group and bring the best minds together to solve identity for X. It's a public good as far as I'm concerned, and I want to help Elon get it fixed." It's good because these are the conversations we're seeing. There's probably going to be lots more that are happening privately in various ways, lots of overlap. But this is good to find some common ground because we can see they both agree on one thing, is they both want X to improve. And so this is what I like. I like it when there's active like founders and active community. We're going to talk about some of the other stuff, cool proposals that I found very interesting. We'll look at price towards the end. This one was great. Cardano is the 5th largest coin in crypto based on CoinDesk's fair and neutral set of criteria. The 5-spot discrepancy between the true ranking of ADA 5th and the manipulated and noisy ones put out by the likes of, CoinGecko, CMC, make me bearish on their future. So ADA Whale being bullish on ADA. And this is interesting. We see Cardano in there as well. We see Cardano as a common name. Here we see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. And so when people say like ghost chain, it's like, well, bro, like constituent weights, these are all these different metrics, all different things. I think, guys, old narrative projects are fine as long as they're willing to evolve. And I think evolving and scalability and all these things have been addressed in Cardano from the beginning. And we're starting to see the fruit of that. People are starting to notice DDoSs are not being successful. Projects and everyone's looking for that robust, safe, and secure. And I think Cardano is moving with good intentions and people notice. Cardano's EUTXO architecture enables the creation of powerful, trustless, optimistic rollups with characteristics and features that simply cannot be reproduced in account-based blockchain ecosystems. Transaction determinism and local state, both core properties of Cardano, are incredibly powerful building blocks in the context of layer 2 rollups. They enable vastly simplified fraud proofs, trustless sequencers, and powerful interoperability solutions to the L2 liquidity fragmentation problem. That is a mouthful, but we know fragmentation is an issue. We know that there's the desirability for a robust chain that can scale in a meaningful way, right? In a way that's practical, in a way that has predictable gas fees, in a way that the ledger size is not gargantuous. And I think that Cardano is a well-rounded package, a very nice post. Let's look at some of the proposals that I'm excited about. Now, there's more, and as I see more projects boast and celebrate being funded for, we're going to talk about them more and more. So it's not limited to just this selection, but from what I saw today, I was really excited. Of course, 258 did get approved, so there's more and you guys can check it out. But today, these are what I saw on my table. Rosenbridge were proud and humbled once again for the support shown by the ADA community. Bitcoin runes are coming to Cardano and all supported networks via Rosenbridge. Really excited to see what they do more to bring in more via bridging, BTC, good stuff. Dex Hunter, I'm very happy to see Dex Hunter getting approved. Now, of course, guys, we're limiting like the full detail, micro detail. You can always head over and check the micro detail, but having 2 is great. Dex Hunter interface upgrade, adding leverage to Dex Hunter. Why not? They continue to add a lot. They're playing a big role with meme coin DeFi space as an aggregator, so I'm excited. This one, guys, like this is why I love Cardano. We don't just sit on our ass like some weirdo ass EOS BS blockchain, just like nothing burger. Look at this. Teaming up, Splash, teaming up with Sneck to build pumped up fun on Cardano. That's what I'm talking about. Us, like I said, it's incredible. And I know people are like, no, don't bring it. Guys, it brings in money, it creates excitement, it makes it easy to launch projects. And that's what it's all about. What's wrong with us being inspired by Solana? I like Solana's branding and biz dev and like that approach to the masses and the phone. And this is so cool because again, we're kind of going in and tapping into those dank memes and doing this stuff. It's great. I'm very excited to see a pumped up fun on Cardano. Why not? Genius Yield, I haven't dived into them in full detail, but like when I hear Genius Yield and RWA, and I've heard some good feedback from others in terms of like good vibes of this project. They got a bunch. Their Catalyst proposals were approved. 3 got funded. They say we truly appreciate all the support we've received. Super excited to get the onboarding started. So very nice. Regulatory compliant RWA swaps, bunch of stuff, options trading platform on Cardano. It's stuff like this is cool. Genius easily swap plus 40 reward tokens. There's so many things that I'm probably just scratching the surface at best. But I think DeFi benefits from these things. Meme coin explosion, right? Yield type of stuff, options, more things, more bridging. We need movement of money, and we're just getting started. Project Catalyst voting was in. You voted yes on 2 open source Newcast proposals. We are incredibly thankful for the support. I did see this the other day. Gasless Transaction Library, empowering Cardano dApps and DAOs to sponsor gas fees to increase user base and adoption. And now, this might sound like, well, what? But a lot of people do this. Think of the NFT marketplaces. Also think about platforms like Coinbase where they eat the gas fee and they hide the tech behind obscurity. And people think like, wow, I'm paying no fee, but they are some way, somehow. Whether it's a sponsorship, whether it's like a hidden through a spread. So this is really cool. I think that doing this will invite more people. They will feel like there's less friction to jump in. Number 2, introducing uncollateralized loans, Sybil resistance, and trust-based environment using decentralized reputation protocol and SBTs for Cardano wallets. Okay, pretty cool. Doing some soulbound token, why not? Very nice. And again, like I saw some didn't get approved, like the FC Barcelona didn't get approved. Honestly, guys, looking back, and no disrespect to FC Barcelona, but like some of the funding was huge. And what do I know? Ultimately, the public, they vote. But there were some proposals in there that I was concerned about, and I saw they didn't get approved. And so I think that it's a net positive for this governance. And where there are like really weirdo proposals, we can see them actually not get approved. So I think we're going to see a pivot, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse with this governance. But I have confidence. And what I'm getting at, TLDR, is that I have more confidence now in governance than I ever had before. My skepticism has actually been strengthened with more confidence in the voting. Speaking of confidence, Adam says it was an honor to host for a fantastic discussion on blockchain innovation. And I think they had a former CFTC here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Chris, former CFTC chairman, business exec, attorney, very good. It's things like this, guys. It may seem like a nothing burger, right? Oh, it was great to speak. Oh, photo op, blah, 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 blah. But like little efforts like this, especially with the right people, can sometimes send very good messages. Because look, CFTC, we saw that like Ethereum, Bitcoin, like commodity, and 70 to 80% has been claimed in crypto to not be a security. Moves like this and having conversations with leaders and bright minds help with the perceived security and narrative of Cardano. So it's a multifaceted beneficial thing, and I'm just so excited. Everything leads back to Cardano. As time goes on and my blockchain research continues, says Lucid, I have come to the conclusion that nothing can compete with Cardano's EUTXO, nor its exponential rate of advancement. Plutus V3 and ZK Fold equals 100x TPS. Prowess and Laos equals 1000x TPS. I'm excited, guys. Lucid has some next level tweets. I love the tweets. Make sure you guys follow these guys. Everything's linked below. Last 24 hours for SNEC, we saw Tangem. We saw the Australian exchange, which looks like it's a big one. So 2 CX listings Australia. Charles tweeting about SNEC. Shout out to SNEC Nation. And of course, SNEC ecosystem got all their proposals funded. And I love SNEC. When I reviewed it months ago, I gave them a high rating. I think their branding is on point. I love the efforts they do. The SNEC energy drink. The branding is just like a nice medley, which is hard to get, between like professionalism and like that community meme vibe. You know what I'm saying? I really love that. I love that snake. It's a cute snake. It's a good snake. Now, think what you want, but the former president says the people want me to do another one, Altcoin Daily says. So he's going to release another NFT collection. Now, I don't care. I don't care about him. But what I'm saying is that the bull run is coming. The bull run is coming. Notice how like in 1 week, tons of stuff unfolded. In 1 week, we had things like CFTC saying that 70 to 80% of crypto is not a security. Bitcoin 2024. Now he wants to do another collection. You notice it's all adding up, guys. It's all coming. And market right now is doing great. Let's talk about price. Let's talk about where we're headed. I don't think we're completely out of this slump yet. I think that the months ahead are going to be still jittery. We may start climbing, but I believe that fall and beyond, I still stay true. And y'all know I've been saying this all the way back, probably like a year plus, that if Cardano goes to 24 cents, I'm going to scoop up more. I don't think it'll go below. I don't think it's going to go below like 40 cent. But if it does, I'm prepared to scoop up some more, do some more DCA down here, 25 cent all the way to 39 cent. Last time I bought was 36 cents. So people can meme and say ghost chain, but it's pumping. I mean, it's doing pretty good. Where will it go and what's the price prediction? Well, I think that it can easily do $5 easy mode. There's always that perceived upside price discovery. Like Bitcoin of today feels like poor. But if that same price was last cycle, people would be out of their mind, right? So I think that a $30 to $5 is very conservative, reasonably can blast through it. And I think that the timing, give or take, is probably going to be like winter of 2025. But what do you guys think? I did put a poll, so do check out the poll. Do you guys think that it will blast through $5 or that it's just ghost chain? I always like to hear what you guys have. You guys have some interesting takes for price prediction. But it's a good time right now. It's an exciting time to be a Cardano investor. And I'm just looking to bring more awareness to these Fuego projects, which there's many of. And at the same time, scoop up some more if it goes in these very low ranges and just continue to stake it. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. I think Q1 2025 is going to be the time of like roughly. And I think that we will blast through $3 to $5 at that right moment. Until then, that dumb money has not arrived yet, but it is slowly cooking up. It is slowly cooking up. It feels like we're 10, 15% in this bull run already. Anyways, guys, have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.